I recently deployed a production-grade cloud development environment on AWS. It includes the application load balancer for traffic distribution across 2 private subnets for high availability, with an ACM certificate for secure, encrypted HTTPS traffic. It also includes Amazon's Elastic Container Service for container management at scale, launching containers via Fargate with no server management or patching headache. VPC endpoints for secure connectivity to AWS services, which is 34% cheaper than a NAT gateway, and traffic does not leave the AWS cloud. There are tightly scoped security group chained between my AOB, my ECS task, and the VPC endpoints, where traffic is only scoped to what's required by the task and nothing further. Secured CI/CD is using GitHub Actions with OIDC Federation for short-lived credentials. The pipelines in question are the image build and scanning pipeline secured by Anchor Gripe with vulnerability reports as artifacts, which are pushed to an ECR repository with tagging done corresponding to the commit SHA of the repo. Important for traceability. There is also a pipeline for linting Terragon code for changes to infrastructure, only valid and correctly formatted infra passes. Pipeline for deploying and destroying infra to development and production environments, and finally a pipeline for deploying images stored within ECR to the ECS service. The best way to learn is to build, and building this project taught me so much about DevOps and all the immense planning that goes behind software deployment. Decisions made here impact both your users as well as your developers, both who are your customers. Understanding the why is important. So that's why I made an architectural decisions doc outlining the important decisions, the alternatives considered, and why I ended up going for them. Let's not forget the how though. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, through infrastructure as code, Docker, and the annoying YAML files. That's why I included 2,000 lines of documentation. Both are served on my live GitHub pages via mkdocs, explaining the technologies in every piece of infrastructure seen here. Documentation as code is king, with pipelines updating the live site as I make changes. Check out my GitHub repo, give it a star, feel free to fork, and if you have any feedback, please feel free to raise an issue on GitHub. This is 6 months of work, so there's a lot going on behind it, and I would love to improve this. I will also be releasing a YouTube video on my channel explaining all my struggles with this project and how I almost quit Code & Co, struggling to do it, but ended up redeeming myself in the end. If you'd like to see more of this, I'll be pumping out a lot of content in relation to this on my socials, on YouTube, LinkedIn, Insta, and TikTok as DevOps with Maz. Other than that, thanks so much for watching this video, and please do check out my GitHub.